Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Saunch here. As always, welcome back to another episode here on the Bodybuilding News Network. As always, like I said, Saunch here, your host. We're going to be covering the men's 212 division at this year's Toronto Pro, just 2 days away. Technically, the NPC side starts tomorrow, so if you guys are interested in watching that, go over to my Instagram and you can see the link to purchase the live stream. I'm not affiliated in any way. Just trying to support bodybuilding and support the contests, competitions, promoters, and competitors. But we have five competitors at this year's Toronto Pro in the 212 scorecard. We're going to go and run through them. Now, small caveat to one of the competitors, HOSSEIN KALATEH. KALATEH sounds like a coffee drink. Anywho, was not able to find his NPC news card, but I didn't have any problems finding his Instagram. So as always, check out all the athletes in the description of the video, check out their Instagram, and check out their sponsors if you want to support them in that avenue. But let's go ahead and start off with the first competitor on the list, MURAT GONAL, hailing from Ontario, Canada for you Canadians. Now, for Mr. MURAT GONAL, from what I know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time we saw him was at the Toronto Pro last year, placing 5th. Now, obviously, there's only 5 competitors at this show, so I do expect him to at least maintain his placings from last year, but I would say he's probably my favorite to place in maybe the top 3. I think he has the structure, he has the muscle density, and just based off the photos from last year, if we're just going off that, I think he had a really solid physique, and his conditioning was pretty spot on. So great quad sweep from the front, great upper body shelf, chest, shelf, like I already said. Love his physique. I think he's going to do well. Overall, this lineup isn't crazy competitive, so I think he could go all the way up to potentially second. And he could win the show if some of the people I think are going to be doing 1 and 2 show up out of shape. So best of luck, Mr. MURAT GONAL, on this year's Toronto Pro in the 212. Next up, like I said, I do not have HOSSEIN KALATEH, but I was able, apologies, I just had a little hiccup here. I was able to pull some photos from one of the last shows that he did. Not sure if this is where he won his pro card or not, but it does look like he won that show. I think he has a phenomenal physique. Big, very big. He looks like a Middle Eastern fella. So I know that those Iranians, they really bring some crazy conditioning and phenomenal legs. So if he brings any conditioning, any separation compared to what he brought at this show, I think he could win the show. And I think that'd be great for him. Again, can't find his scorecard, so I have no idea what his competitive history looks like. So I do apologize for that. But best of luck, HOSSEIN. I think he's going to be battling it out for the 1 and 2. The person I think is going to run away with the win here, if he shows up like he has in the past, is going to be Mr. JUNHO Kim. One word, JUNHO. Placing 16th or just outside the 16th in the 212 Olympia last year. And then also winning the Monster Zim Pro in the 212, obviously. He is a multi-time Olympian, and he's done very well for himself. It looks like his NPC scorecard only goes back to 2019. Obviously, that's not true. So I do apologize for that lack of coverage. But it is what it is when we talk about the NPC. Like I said, I think Mr. Kim here is going to be winning this show. Great structure, great conditioning. He is an older guy, so there is going to be some room for, potentially the guy we just talked about, Mr. HOSSEIN, to, beat him out just off that younger, fresher, more full muscle. But when you look at Kim and you look at his history, he's really known for conditioning. He's really known for bringing that lights out separation, especially from the front. So I love what I'm seeing from him. Always rocking a vacuum in a lot of his shots, and I do appreciate that as always. But best of luck, Mr. Kim. Next up, we have, I do believe, pro debut for Mr. Kentaro Kuramochi. I think I got that one right. That was pretty good. Winning his pro card at the NPC Worldwide Iris and Hide Classic. It looks like they gave pro cards out for that one. And yeah, like I said, going to be making his pro debut. I like his physique. It's definitely going to be interesting to see, you know, how much muscle he's been able to put on since that show in 2021. Great legs, you know, good back. I'd say he's lacking in the front, and then also he didn't have any front double bicep shots. Kind of weird. It's always weird when you see stuff like that where the camera person doesn't really take the greatest shots. And you know, you have NPC News Online, and sometimes you can get lucky with Flex Magazine, but you know, overall, well, we have what we have to work with, and that's really where we're at. So based off of the photos, you know, based off his most recent stuff on Instagram, I expect him to bring better conditioning than his pro win. He looked a little flat. He looked a little soft. He could have used a lot more oil. I think he really dried out under the stage lighting. So just some critiques there. Improve the conditioning. Work on bringing more posing oil, making sure you look really crisp and polished when stepping on stage. And I think that he could battle it out to not end up in last place here. So best of luck, Mr. Kentaro, on your pro debut. Finishing up the scorecard. Excuse me. I really got something in my throat here. Haven't seen him since 2020, so I think that's very interesting. Mr. THIAGO, not Thiago Lins, that we just saw in Men's Open in Brazil. This one is Thiago Santisteban, or I think he also goes by on the scorecard. They put him as Thiago Santana Santisteban. So a lot of stuff going on there with his name, but looks like a really cool guy. Based off of his British Grand Prix in 2020, I think it's the same show Hollingshead won. I'd like to see more conditioning in the legs. He's got freaky legs from the front, but there's just not a lot of separation, not a lot of striations. He's kind of got that Rami thing going on where they just look really freaky in a weird way. So I'd like to see that improved upon. The front double is good. The lats kind of have, what's the guy's name? I can't think of it right now, but his physique just kind of looks, I don't know. I don't know if it's like injuries or what, but he definitely looked like he was hurting at that show. So I'm hoping he's doing well. I'm hoping he's bringing a great package to the show. Obviously expect him in the top 5, but best of luck, Mr. Thiago Lins, placing 7th in 2020 at the British Grand Prix and coming into the Toronto Pro in the men's 212 division. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll try to keep this one relatively short, under 10 minutes. Holy cow. But that'll do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll cover a bunch of the women's divisions. We have 2 different interviews coming up tomorrow. We're going to have Joe Seaman coming on to talk about his prep for the Toronto Pro and then his thoughts on the lineup. He's going to be coming on. We'll probably post that video around noon. And then we have IFBB Pro Fitness competitor Abby Bolton is going to be coming on and talking about the fitness division, the women's fitness division, and also her prep getting ready for the Toronto Pro, as she'll be getting on stage the same day as Joe Seaman on Sunday. So stay tuned for those interviews and contest coverage. It'll come out tomorrow. Lots of stuff coming out tomorrow. And of course, purchase the live stream for the NPC tomorrow, or you could wait till Sunday for the Pro live stream. Of course, check my Instagram for all the links so you can purchase the live stream. I am not affiliated. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Check the description of the video for all my links and all my affiliates and sponsors if you want to support me in that avenue. But of course, subscribing, liking, and giving me your comments, thoughts, and concerns in the comment sections below is the best way to support this channel, and it costs you free $99. My name's Saunch. Thanks for watching another episode here on BNN, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.